Hey there, Commanders. Welcome to another exciting Steel Division 2 match. I'm your host, Too Old for Gaming, and today we're playing on Veselovo. I am playing as, I think, 3rd Armored? Yes, 3rd Armored Spearhead. I'm going to be covering basically the right 20% of the map. We've got, four 4th Canadian divisions in here with us and 2 Desert Rats. It should be an interesting map. Typhoon's coming in, PE2. Trying to bomb this little assault here. Will he make it past the 20 mil? I'm sure he will, but will he be able to hit the trucks? I think they got past. Who knows? He might have hit one. So in my area, I've got Jeb here with some recon teams and Piats moving into Lightwoods. Not a lot of action yet in my specific zone. I've set up a defensive network here of 2 M5 76mm guns. And if you guys weren't aware, the backyards of these houses do act as light cover. Got an M17A1, and then we've got a Bofors and an M15 in here to guard against air attack. Everybody's getting spotted and annihilated, so that's not great. Here on the hilltop, our Sherman Recon from Bad Kill is just bouncing rounds. The M5 is starting to shoot at infantry. If you look at where I've placed him very strategic in terms of how much he can see. So far, nothing's hitting him. You can see he's like a little bit low on this ridge here. And it looks like we should be able to knock out all of those Panzer IVs. We do have a Firefly from Bad Kill helping out. And slowly but surely, they are being terminated. The Dutch, on the other hand, not doing so well. Do we have anything else coming in? He's got a 17-pounder. Let's check our left side of the map here. Where we got, the Oklahoma doing his mortar spam per usual. And what's this guy's name? Zengel. Looks like he's managed to get across the Valley of Doom here, but a Panzer T-26C Recon is spotting him from the Lord of Games. So he's probably going to die or get pushed off, but the Staghound 1 rush, the cheese doesn't stop, is continuing to advance. But he's stopping for this infantry. Ooh, there's a Sturmschützen hidden in the woods here. Let's see those MP44s going off. Wiping those guys out quite easily. But the Staghounds should be able to get the rest of those Sturmschützens. Typhoon's in here. Not sure if they were ground strafing or just attacking a plane. But it looks like the guy from China is holding on just fine. And the enemy not really taking advantage of them wiping our right flank to grab this flag. I would ambush them if they came through. I think most of the action's over here on the left. Motorized rifles get their Piat off and wipe out that T-26s causing issues. The smoke is non-stop. Now we got assault pioneers trying to get into the forest here, along with some Piat teams. Surrenders is Schützen. Panzer IV trying to hold off the attack. J87 G1 trying to come in to strafe something. Maybe Terrorbilly's Cromwell. Not sure. The squadron of Pumas here. I don't know. What do you call those in German? Squadron, platoon. J87's back in. What's he going for? Firefly? Where's the AA net? Holy cow. He might lose this Firefly. Oof. Got real lucky there. Just a single Bofors covering a massive area. I managed to move my M5 up because we are starting to project our power here. Motorized rifles and Bad Kill just walking out in the open field. Hopefully they don't get spotted. South Alberta Regiment Sherman pushing away that Panzer IV. And Jeb is trying to take out the Panther. He's got a sniper and a 17-pounder and a couple planes. I don't think these ground fire rockets can do anything. It looks like there's quite a bit of anti-aircraft there. My M5 was artillery, and he must have done something good. I'd bring in everyone's favorite M4A3E2 Jumbo. Only thing that's unfortunate about it is it can't penetrate anything. Puma goes down. Looks like we're really not going to attempt to go make a push here like we are on our far left. So, still haven't gained the flag we need. It is a 12-12. Wondering what he's doing with these scout cars down here. Good move getting that 6-pounder up there. Maybe he's got a Vickers or something. That would be nice. Enemy mortars coming in, and then the rockets are starting in Phase A. Oof. 6-pounder gets spotted. He's probably going to get wiped out here. Nope, nope. Staghound cavalry coming in to rescue them. They got dual Brownings on them, too. I think I just saw a glimpse of a Panther. I have brought an air recon, the F6C. I just find it terribly difficult to keep alive, so I play it pretty safe with him. My M5 is out of APCR. He's bouncing on the Tiger. Kind of disappointing. What is the AP value of this thing? 130. So at range, yeah, it's just tough for it to penetrate. That's what she said. We got an M8 here with the Jumbo again. His tanks and his Gorilla could probably do a lot of just high explosive damage to it, so I'm kind of hiding him back here for the moment. But Bad Kill still got a rifles team up here. And he's almost knocking out this Pack 40 all the way back there. And this Gorilla cannot get depression to shoot at his infantry. I am starting to be artilleried. Nothing's dead yet, but I want to say that machine gun's taking a casualty. I have marked the enemy's artillery. I am going to pay them back for shelling me sooner than later. IG-18 dropped off in the road right past the smoke. Doubt he's going to get an accurate round on, but we'll see. Oh, Sturm Group showing up to save the day. And he was going for the 6-pounder. See those scouts from Alberta moving forward. If they can reinforce this position, because those Piat rifles are goners. What's Billy doing? Probably playing another game. I don't see him doing anything in this match. Chewy Nipples up here holding the Lightwoods. We're still in Phase A. I'm getting this Jumbo forward now that we took out that Gorilla. I'm not really worried about the stuff 42 knocking him out. Maybe we can knock out that guy. What's the penetration on this gun? 90? Oh, and then, of course, I get critted with a gun jam, so that did not work out first round. Friendly Panther is knocked out by enemy Panther. 17-pounder finally in position after hoofing it about 500 meters, and the M5 is there. Wastes his APCR on a prime mover. I have the M21 81mm mortar carrier here, which I'm going to attempt to take out some of the enemy anti-aircraft. Typhoon is going to fly right into Death Alley. There's a 21 here too. Is he going to live? Wow, we actually got a couple rounds off. Got one. I'm surprised. And we're getting a push from the enemy on an open flank. To keep an eye on that. The shelling is continuing on me, but I've got one M5 left, and we've knocked out the 88. Help beacons on the enemy AA. I really want to knock them out and try to use some air power. Oh, these are just Panzer IIIs. Bofors is knocked out though. Monty falling asleep at the wheel over here. 17-pounder isn't even in position. Maybe he was playing the other game with Terror Billy. 17-pounder up here, this is a little dangerous. He's got MP44 teams in here. You might want to hold off on moving that forward until you get some infantry support. Ah, the light trash rush. Will they take the flag, or will Monty return to his computer and defend it? Not yet. Oh, he's Terror sending in a Strelky team. See what that can do. He's got the flame panzers, so those, if you can use those effectively, they're terribly fun. They don't live for very long, but they're a lot of fun. Kreml bounces around from the Panzer IIIH. Spitfire coming in and just scaring people. Jeb's aware. He's got the defense beacon. Billy's got a Cromwell 7, and we've got a Wolverine. If he backed up this trash with the Tiger, I'd do better, and maybe some infantry. So the Jumbo has been repaired by the gracious Monty's Crusader tractor. I'm going to bring him back up and keep him in a hidden position in case the enemy tries to push forward. Rifles team is annihilated by the big bore guns. And it looks like the chewiest of nipples has been wiped out here and is retreating slightly. Jumbo takes around from the gorilla. See how damaged he is? Yeah, see it. Even if without AP, these heat shells, excuse me, these high explosive shells can destroy you, which we just saw, unfortunately. So it was, I noticed he had a Pac 40 moved into this sector. He's going to try and break through. I can see his recon. He's doing a good job of being strategic about this. I'm going to hide an M10A1 tank destroyer here. If he tries rushing trucks and stuff in, I will just knock him out from the side. I've got a second one here because I don't really have any really tank killing power against these Panthers. We've got a 17-pounder almost in position. The Wolverines here. Just those 76mm guns are just kind of meh. M5 taking fire from the Pac 40. Returns fire, and the 81's assisting, but the Stuff 42 manages to knock him out. We are up one flag, if you haven't been paying attention. 17-pounder knocks out a Panther, actually lands a shot. Never works for me. He's got two in here. And he does have a leader, so good setup. Ends the front again. Can this... Oh, gets one. Ju-87 with the gun pods gets forced away by the M15 and Bofors truck. M10, I'm trying to keep him a little bit hidden here. My recon team is spotting the Sturm group hanging out here in the open field. Grill is starting to take fire from the Sextons. If 25-pounders didn't have radios, I think they'd be totally worthless. Because I think that's what's in these, right? Yeah. Pretty good with the radio, though. So the Typhoon from Bad Kill just absolutely annihilates that assault. Great move by him. And the team over here has managed to just create a lot of smoke by destroying all that garbage. Cromwell Commander dueling a Tiger, not a great idea. Firefly, maybe a little bit better, but no. Gets knocked out. Is he just trying to scare him off? He's going to die to the gorilla, too, so we already saw that happen on a much more armored tank. Oklahoma. He's got his motorized rifles dancing around here, and with the air recon from Dunkelbot, was that it? He spotted all these enemy tanks behind the smoke. We'll check back in that in a minute. Panther managed to knock out my M10, but I believe I jammed his gun. You can see both 17-pounders are gone. But it's like the march of death to go across here, right? Like, we have... they have defensive areas back here with forest, too, but I think it might be a little bit better on this side, where we can set up long-range AT guns just knock them out. Sniper spotted out in the open by the recon team. I have M12 155s. Fantastic unit in the game. Looks like it's based on an M4 Sherman by that front. But they only carry 10 rounds, so you just got to keep them fresh with ammo. 1917 from World War I, managing to pin down that Sturm group. And start taking fire from the Panzer IV. Nice little setup with these Fireflies here, but one did get penetrated by the Tiger. Jeb on our right. Bad Kill brought in a Sherman Recon, and I've got some scouts here just to make sure they don't get any ideas. Armored Rifles leader here to just enhance the veterancy of these guys. Starting to see some jet bombers. Won't see that one again, though. So, all is quiet on the central front. Sort of sitting here lobbing rockets and artillery back and forth. But, to our left, seeing additional penetration into enemy territory. Look at ice mortars. Does this every game. Alright, so the M10 that I strategically placed managed to knock out the Panzer IV-H. I did bring in my own 105s to deal with the enemy, and my 155s are specifically concentrated on counter battery. We'll see how they do at the end. Going back to the 25-pounders, I set up 7. And I think they got 1 or 2 artillery kills, which I thought was terrible for the amount of rounds that went out. The 155 round is so much better. So this guy's aware that if he rounds the corner, he's gonna get taken out. I do have the M4A176s. We can pen 130. We got 50 heat, 40 AP. Now, comparing that to a Firefly, I think we got one in here. We can pen 170. Looks like probably a lot less high explosive shells, a little bit more range. Accuracy's 40. What's it on this? 40. I thought it was better on the 76. I guess not. Panther gets penetrated by Jeb's Firefly. The Cromwell bounces on the side, and the M4A176 manages to knock him out. Firefly gets the kill, but there's a PaK-41 now. These things can penetrate a ton, but I feel like there's rapid drop-off in the distance that they can pen. So we got the 38Ts held over from the pre-war era, trying to probe front lines. I'm not sure why he knows he's going to get wiped here. I brought in a second M10, because you could, again, he was trying to build a little assault group. 17-pounder's been taking artillery fire, but still up. Let's check our left. Oklahoma pushing deep into the enemy territory. But, what is this? Three light rifles. Where are all your men? They're gone. Crusader doing anti-infantry duty up here. And the Sherman's been running for a while. He's out of 50 cal ammo. I really like these Shermans from Canada. The South Alberta Regiment is pretty great. However, if that smoke goes away, the Panther's going to knock him out. And you give some credit to him, using all the smoke to get his rifles teams up. It's a pretty brilliant idea. We managed to cross the valley here and get a Firefly up. That's pretty big, but everyone's suppressed. And unfortunately, the Firefly goes down. I don't think this is going to stay for very long. Monty's still asleep over here. Oh, no, he's sending a 2-inch carrier forward to die. All right. Well, I think he'll be here for another 2 seconds. And he is destroyed. We got a friendly Tiger dueling a Jagdpanzer IV. Jagdpanzer IV can pen, but... Oh, I thought the Tiger was going to win. I guess not. See a Flak Panzer back there, too. It's going to be hard to bring an air power on that side. So, again, you've got to bring in resupply for these GMC 155s. Got that here. And we're going to blow up any any enemy infantry and anti-aircraft, because I want to say I've annihilated his artillery. He didn't have many pieces. Recce just getting annihilated and being spotted out here by the BMW. Panzer IV is destroyed, probably by another one of these awesome Shermans. And we spot some Nebelwerfers. We'll see if our 25-pounders can knock them out. With the ammunition truck nearby, that usually helps blow them up. Yeah, so he's gone. Good job. 17-pounder back in the same position. Bounces on the Tiger. M5 starting to wipe out the Panzergren team. I'm sure that's going to work. And we got Monty over here with a Cromwell 6 starting to take anti-aircraft fire. My M8 now in position to spot him. We see another AA gun, and he is just cracked up on top of a Tiger who does not have the gun. He cannot move his gun down. And he just... I don't know if he died or what that was. No, he's still there. Is this the 95? Yeah, he's got the 95 mil, but he drew it up there with no reconnaissance. Lots of Pack 40s back here. 17-pounder taking fire from the Pack 40. AR-234B2. Can we knock him out of the sky? Oh, we do. That might have been a 50 cal. That would have been amazing. Motorized rifles just driving right in to die, with a Pack 40 looking directly down the road. We have friendly artillery trying to suppress them, but they got there too early. Getting a bit lucky here. Will these get in and capture the flag? Yes. Nice job being aggressive there. Unfortunately, we've got anti-aircraft fire. That's pretty inaccurate when they ground fire the 37, but it's still going to tear you up. Grilla moves forward to do his job of vaporizing men. But will the 17-pounder get him first? No. Of course he doesn't. 17-pounders are going to die right here. Yep, Grilla is dead, and we lost the M8, so we lost our vision up here. And with this range, we're at 750 meters if they come up the roads. Not bad. I think we could pen most things. We haven't seen any King Tigers yet. And it looks like the Oklahoma has been forced out of enemy territory, but still controls the valley. More of those Ju-87 D5s. It's just gonna die. How is he still alive? I'm absolutely amazed that that thing is still alive. So I'm getting some counter battery fire with the 155s. So he must have brought in additional artillery. I'm sure I'll notice that soon. The M4 is knocked out and the M10 bounces. The M8's going to do the same. Enemy just has too much armor, but we do knock out the Panther A before we die. Panther D back there is probably our biggest risk, and we got our hero who's going to back up this little armored group, but unfortunately he's probably just going to sit here and die. Enemy jet bomber coming in again. I did drop a Bofors here. Maybe we can kill that one too. He's vetted. Ooh, M10 gets just out of the way, but the Tiger's still staring at him. Bad kill, still holding on with 5 men. I moved my scouts forward. They had knocked out my M5 anti-tank guns here, but I mean we've got other armor. I've got a M4 back here. See the counter battery? Those look like 100s or 105s. I think we can miss them. And the smoke assault returns from the Oklahoma. Managed to knock out the IG-33. None of that long-range crap against the Canadians. Will these guys make it? Oh my gosh. Are they going to take out the 7-1? They do. Will they take out the Stoogs? Oh, the MG-42 strategically placed with no smoke in front of them is going to wipe those guys. But I bet they get this one. Holy cow. Look at all the artillery trying to hit. Look at all these mortars trying to take out the Crusader. Oh my gosh. Those must be 60s, right? There's no way. That has to be, maybe they're 81s. They look like 60s. So the motorized rifles are in there getting barbecued. Will they be able to take out the flame panzer? Don't look like it. But he's still controlling his men. Look at all these mortars. Somebody rocket this right away, please. And Billy is woken up. He is moving across into enemy territory and about to capture a flag. He does. Make it a 14-10 here in phase C of the game. Mid is waking up. Mosquito bombers coming in to annihilate this tiny village and his own equipment. Let's hope that wasn't loaded with infantry. Somehow the Panther commander is still alive. Knocks out the M5 half-track. What a wild match. I hope you guys are still hanging in there. It's 13-11. I've got an M8 moved up here. We got a Firefly who's dueling a Panther D. Things are kind of stable here. We got Chewy Nips coming after these guys and about to get just absolutely rocked. Oh, he's right behind him. The JU-188 is going to get knocked out by that Typhoon. He does. What a battle. Look at all this equipment back here. My God. M10's getting rocked over here, probably by artillery. Sorry to keep jumping so much. There's just tons going on at the moment. 17-pounder looking right down the road. Could use some more infantry in here. Look at all these vehicles. Are those all mortar trucks? Oh, so there are 81s back here. Looks like they only have one anti-aircraft gun in right now. Second, hey, that's an 88 or another high caliber. But we do have top of the hill over here. 17-pounder bounces on whatever that is. Bounces on the Panther A. Kind of surprised. We got 105s back here. My 155s are going to continue on their counter battery. Usually that's just the most important thing in a 10 versus 10 is just to focus on the counter battery because enemy heavy artillery can just absolutely destroy you very fast.
Yes, sir.
Didn't realize my M8 was spotted. Oh, he's probably going to die. We got another armored group here. M8 is killed. Looking over on the left, exactly what I was talking about, we've got the Ram Kangaroos with the Kangaroo Rifles teams. And Billy, I want to say, lagged out. Moving his units must have just overwhelmed his CPU. So the reign of 81s is just, unfortunately, stopping us in our tracks. We really need heavy Allied artillery on that. And unfortunately, I don't think the Canadians get anything better than a 25-pounder in an American vehicle. They're just not that great. So we are maintaining the right side flag. I've got an M10 kind of hiding because not really great against a Panther. Constantly moving these guys around. This guy's on defensive fire, I want to say, over here. We see elephants on the board. There must be one raider unit in here or something. Monty's sending his recce up to die, looking for it. There he is, one squad. Can Billy Bot knock him out? Nope, he's not going to see him. So the steel rain has ended and the forest is just completely on fire. And he's sending an empty munitions truck forward to find our positions. Second 17-pounder takes a shot on him, misses, of course. M4 started to take fire over here. So we got two Panthers back here, a D and an A. M8 is knocked out by the Panzer IV. He bounced the round on it. To redirect some 155 fire over there. I am bringing up M476s. That should be pretty easy to take out the Panzer Force. Jet bomber coming back in, but the Crusader's so far forward, I'm sure he knocked them out. Billy Bot's moving forward with a light tank rush and manages to knock out the Stug 4. Or either that or it was Monty's Firefly. Elephant just going to absolutely wipe everything here. Unless he gets smoked off. M476 gets knocked out by the Panther, but it looks like maybe we knocked one of his. Nope, we penned him once, but he's got 2 still. Sniper getting spotted. I don't think my scouts have been spotted yet. Typhoon getting pushed away. Lots of anti-aircraft in the light woods back here. I see 3 units firing. M4 is being outranged, and I just realized that, so I'm drawing them back behind the hill. On the left, we just have a spotter team here who's probably going to die from the Puma. Unless the 17-pounder can land a shot. 45%. Definitely doesn't feel like 45%. So the Panzer IV is knocked out with the M4 Sherman. Got friendly rockets over here from probably Bad Kill? Nope. Andrusha fire from the guy from China. So this, I think this SK-18-105 is attempting to hit my M155s. Knocked out another enemy plane. 17-pounders wiped. We still have this one here. I'm not sure how much he has left.
Damn, that was close.
Ju-188 might die to 20 mil fire. Nice, too high. 14:10, 18 minutes on the tick timer. M4 bouncing on that Panther A. Double vetted. Will he land his shot with stress? No. Gets knocked out. We got 2 Panthers and a Tiger. Trying to triangulate him too, and he's just bouncing on everything. 17-pounder somehow can't see him. Firefly gets penned on the first shot. Triple vet. Will he land this one? It bounces. Oh, man, that's rough. I really think that would not bounce on 130 mils of armor, but it is what it is. 81 auto fire working on enemy infantry. And Tiger trying to creep in on our position here. Rifles leader does have Piat. Jeb's realizing the precarious situation he put his leader in and retreating. Trying to get in the building. It's Occupido, though. German command was on autopilot to the front line. Managed to see that and pull him back. I'm going to try using these since our 76s just suck against these Panthers, I'm going to try to use 155 fire to knock these guys out. I realize I should keep concentrating on these guys, but I think they're out of ammo. So, kangaroos and motorized rifles. I'm guessing there's going to be a big smoke and a push here shortly. Nashorn on the hill. First time we've seen one of those. 105 getting hit. Artillery? Can't be the Panther. Verbal Wind is knocked out. I want to say that's by artillery because they had the 3 back there. Oh, he's getting shelled. That's what it is. Sherman is knocked out. We still hold the flag with a single rifles team from Bad Kill. It's a hero of Canada. Typhoon, can he make it in? He can't. Look at all that AA fire back here, even there. Just too much. Enemy wise to our plans. Panther moving in close. Could be an opportunity here. Triple vetted M4 just damages the transmission. We're bouncing on the Panther at 1,100 meters. M10 with the APCR. Can he make the shot? Saves the match. Hopefully he lives. Black 88 is knocked out. Tiger Fuhrer destroyed. Very good. M10 is unfortunately killed off by the King Tiger. IL-2's in here. Getting pushed away. And the enemy has recaptured their flag. My 105 spotting the Sturm group before they spot my scouts team. Brought back in another M5 to cut them off if they were trying to push through. Because if you look back here, we don't have a whole lot. We've seen a ton of heavy tanks too. So much AA. Okay, so the smoke push has started. The ram kangaroos are slowly getting wiped out by Sturmschützen. Enemy's trying to bomb our position. I don't know if he got any. He got one off there. That was a pretty big bomb. But I think everyone's suppressed. Scouts team firing down the hill on the Panzergrens. And, oh, that's, you just hate to see that the Kangaroo is just totally annihilated by big 300mm Nebelwerfers. Dual MGs versus single MG. The story has already been written. Fortunately for the Scouts team, they are goners. I wanted to try and help reinforce this side, so I have brought in my Calliopes. In the UK, they call them Calliopes. Or maybe that's just Monty. T-34 rockets. What do they do? We get 60 of them, a 5.7 damage, 4680 splash. So, did a little bit of an M8 rush in front of these Kangaroos. Back to our right side flank. Basically focused on using artillery. The enemy is just... I don't think they're going to be able to make a big push, so we're kind of focused over here. There's only 5 minutes left on the tick timer, too. M8's knock out a flame panzer. But we get knocked out by the Stug here. Second one's gone. The third one gone. So he's having a... I had him on fast move, but he keeps having to drive around wrecks and slows down, so... You see all these rockets coming in from my Calliope, but we got knocked out by the Panzerfaust.
Radio check, red 1 through 6, over. Retreat.
If you guys want to have more fun, join us on Discord and play together with us. I can promise you, it is much more fun than doing 10 versus 10s alone. M4 76 spots. I think the Stug, maybe it was a infantryman. Yeah, Panzergren team out there in the open.
Just give us fire coordinates.
Bring these Calliopes forward just to get a smaller ring on the enemy, and we're holding on here too. And Billy Bot's team has Piat, so hopefully can hold that 17-pounder up here. Wow, we missed it, but Chewie has done a fantastic job pushing all the way up. This is very hard to do. I don't often see it, pushing all the way up to this intersection. Great work. So we had a verbal vent and a mobile wagon. No wonder we couldn't get planes over. GMC is still working on counter battery work, and we can see the Kangaroo rifles lined up back here for their next assault. Enemy Ju-188's never going to make it through. They're probably going to get shot down by 50 cal fire too. Rockets don't stop here in Steel Division 2, and they're going for my rockets. Oh, no. Will they make it out? No. Those are 300s. They gotta be. One is okay. They get from draw them into the front line. I don't know how the hell he knew they were there. Maybe he's got... He must have... He has to have recon in here. Scout team still alive. 15-9, 3 minutes on the tick timer. So if I recall correctly, I'm going to try and rocket all this stuff back here. Lots of ammo left. Look at all of these sextons. My god. So toxic. These 105s. I'm guessing these guys spotted my rockets.
Yes, sir.
Nebelwerfer 150s lining up to launch. I'm going to try and destroy them while they're launching. I will say this is really dangerous because unless you are timing this correctly, you could lose all of this to like a single rocket strike. So, looks like I don't need to use it on that sector. Do I cancel it in time? I do. I'm trying to hit these Nashorns and Stugs. Ooh, knock out a Stug. Nashorn might go down. Pack 40 goes down. Another one's pinned. Another Stug goes down. That was pretty good. And this one I redirected onto their artillery back here. All those mortars. Looks like we finally lost our 105 on the right side of the map. Probably to artillery. I think they were trying to go for my 81mm mortar nearby. M4 has moved over the top, but the Pack 40 here is still unsuppressed somehow. Just over a minute to go. Our sight's damaged on our tank. I doubt he's going to live for very long. Turret stuck. Assault Pioneers here, they're going to hold on when he dies. And the last minute rush coming in with the Kangaroos. Typhoons wipe out another Panzergren squad. Mitchell's just dropping loads of ordnance. Look at all that smoke. What a ridiculous match. J188, he's gonna die again. He's gotta bring in like 7 at once. And then look at all the mortars back here. It's just tit for tat over here. Stug 3 is knocked out. Retain the flag, 15-9. In mid, Billy Bot, still doing okay. Chewy still got his flag. Monty is still unseen. Oklahoma takes out an Ashhorn. Another Stug 3 going down. Less than 10 seconds to go. Take a look around the map really quick to see what the last... Oof. Yeah, so he had stuff in there spotting the whole time. Let's take a look at how he worked out. Wow, Chewy was not the focus of this video, but holy cow. Great job. Oklahoma with his artillery spam did okay. Bad Kill did very good. So the Canadians all did about the same. I'm right in there with them. Let's take a look at my kills. So 81s in the mortar carrier with Norris take out a few. M10 tank destroyers do some work. M4A1 takes out a Panther. 155 takes out a 105. And then this other 155... I'm shocked. I had them on so much counter. They must have been moving things around, or I don't know why. I really thought I would be knocking out artillery. I took out an ammo truck. 105 takes out some stuff. Calliope takes out a few things. We get a Nebelwerfer. Loss-wise, Panthers doing work on us. That's what I'm seeing so far. And then the Stug knocked out our M8s. Experience-wise, we did 8% of the kills with 9% of the casualties. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I will encourage you, again, to join the Discord server, have some fun with us. Catch me in the next one. Take care.